Next, we're going to talk about loans and all different types of loans. There are a lot out there, and it's not just your bank where you can get loans from. So we're going to, take a little journey through all the different options out there for you. So first one here I have on the left is asset finance. This can be any sort of assets like laptops or vehicles, and they take the security on those assets as opposed to on your business. So this can be, really beneficial because in the early stages, maybe your business isn't worth a whole lot, but some of the assets that you have within that business could be worth a substantial amount. It's one of the cheaper forms of finance out there, and they will consider a business that is less than 2 years old and doesn't even have to be profitable. So that is really important for some of you, I'm sure, because in the early days you may not be profitable and you're definitely going to be younger than 2 years. So sometimes when you go to a bank, they just say, "Oh no, we don't look at that." So this is an option for you. Also, it's important to note that it doesn't have to just be physical assets. It can actually be software development. If you've gone and either created some software yourself, or even if you've outsourced that development of some software, that is an asset. You've put in funds and you've created something. So that also can be considered an asset. And you can raise, asset finance can range from 10,000 to 20 million in terms of, as long as you have the assets, they'll loan whatever corresponding amount out to you. The next one is invoice financing and trade financing. I'll kind of put them together. But you can get funding against invoices. So an example might be Ocado make a big order to you, and you can get financing against that order before Ocado pay you. The company offering the finance will extend you the funds to complete the order, and then you pay them once you're paid. So this is to allow businesses that, a big customer will come to you with a big order like Ocado, put the trust in you, but you don't have the money to fulfill that order. Invoice financing allows you to do that. Trade financing, it's very similar. Someone puts in, trading exports or imports, anything like that, but they put in a trade order. You can do the same thing. Again, it doesn't matter how young you are or whether you're profitable. This is, a cheaper way. It's cheaper than overdrafts. It's just one thing I'll say there. The next thing I will speak about is business loans. So you know what these are. I mentioned that sometimes people they only think of their banks and who they've been banking with to go get loans, but there are other options out there. These are your secured and unsecured loans. These are your typical loans. There are a lot of options out there at different stages of your business. There are more providers other than just your bank. So you should explore all the options. What we do at Swoop is we use open banking to take all the information that you have from your accounting software, and we're quickly able to tell you what debt options there are out there, at what terms, and how much you can get. And we cover several, hundreds of different loan providers. So there are a lot out there. You just need to be able to explore them. Also, one that I would suggest for early stage businesses is one from Virgin Startup loans. They offer a really great loan. You can get up to 25,000 from them. So worth checking that out as well. Next, we'll talk about working capital. A working capital loan is a loan that is taken to finance a company's everyday operations. These loans are not used by long-term assets or investments, and are instead used to provide working capital that covers a company's short-term operational needs. For that reason, the interest rates can be high. So I don't suggest that you take this out for a long extended period or are always doing it, but it can be really helpful if you just need, a bridge loan basically to keep you going. And then the last one on loans is merchant cash finance. Merchant cash finance, this effectively means debit and credit card machines. If you've got any of them, you can get a loan based on your records of how many payments you're taking on those machines. The different loan providers will have forecasts and models based around that, so you can get a loan on that. I believe, yeah, so that's, you can get up to 3,000 or 250,000 depending on how many credit card payments you're taking, but that can also be a great one, and we do a lot of that.